Here on Stories TV, we bring you the best of love, animals, legends, and untold stories from around the world. And tonight's tale takes us back to ancient times with an extraordinary creature that continues to fascinate us. Are you ready to meet the mythical beast that is half man and half horse? Welcome to the untold story of the centaur. It's important to note that the word myth doesn't just mean a made-up story. It also refers to a traditional story that seeks to explain how the world began or why things are the way they are. The stories of creation and destruction of the universe, earth, sea, sky, stars, seasons, day and night, as well as explanations for natural phenomena, were all communicated through myths. These myths weren't just tales to scare children or entertain during long winter nights. They were a way of understanding the world and people's place in it. Our story begins in Greece, where the centaurs roamed the land as both noble teachers and vicious fighters. To understand the centaur, we must first explore the origins of this magnificent beast. According to Hesiod, a Greek poet from the 8th century BC, the centaurs were born from the union of Ixion, king of the Lapiths, and Nephili, a cloud made in the shape of Hera. There are several versions of the myth, but they all agree that centaurs were born from divine parentage. Some say the centaurs were the product of Poseidon's union with the Theban princess Althea. Others believe they sprang fully grown from the blood of the giant Typhon. In art, centaurs were often shown with horsetails and ears and the upper body of a man. However, according to Greek tradition, the centaurs were born with 2 legs and could walk upright like humans. As adults, they became hairy and developed equine characteristics such as hooves and ears. Because they had human-like hands, they used bows and arrows, spears and other weapons effectively. They were strong, brave and proud, yet quick-tempered and vengeful. Among these wild and uncivilized people lived a wise and good centaur named Chiron, son of Cronus and the greatest of all the centaurs. Unlike his peers, he preferred living alone rather than in groups and spent his time caring for the sick and wounded, both human and divine. His students included many heroes of Greek mythology, such as Hercules, Achilles, Jason, and Theseus. Chiron taught them how to hunt, fight, and survive in the wilderness. He was also skilled in medicine and healing, and he used his knowledge to help others. The centaur's origins and character traits reveal some interesting points about Greek mythology. Firstly, they were clearly inspired by real-world creatures, namely horses. The Greeks observed horses and incorporated their characteristics into the centaur myth. The centaur's horse-like features were not just aesthetic, but served to emphasize the connection between humans and animals. Moreover, the centaur's dual nature, half human and half horse, reflects the Greeks' view of themselves as civilized yet innately wild creatures. The centaur was both admirable and feared, representing the potential for nobility and savagery within humanity. Furthermore, the story of Chiron shows that the Greeks didn't view all monsters as inherently evil. In fact, some monsters were wise and benevolent, offering guidance and wisdom to those who sought it. However, the centaur's violent side shouldn't be ignored. Their frequent battles with the Lapiths, as depicted in ancient pottery, show a more brutal aspect of these creatures. The centaur's love of wine and revelry led to conflicts with humans, highlighting the dangers of excess and the need for moderation. The centaur's image in Greek mythology is complex and multifaceted, reflecting the complexities of human nature. They were both noble and savage, civilized and wild, embodying the full spectrum of human experience. Their story continues to fascinate us today, reminding us of the power and importance of mythology in understanding human culture. Next time you hear the sound of thunder or feel the wind in your hair, remember the centaur and its timeless tale. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of Greek mythology. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories. Until then, Keep exploring the world and discovering its wonders. Who knows what mythical creatures you might find?